Hey, what's up, everyone? Here is kind of round two. I tried recording this yesterday, but I couldn't get it figured out on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube Live wouldn't allow me to download it. So anyway, I'm going to throw this up here again. I'm going to start a few things here with the podcast. I'm going to start doing some episodes on Tuesday and Thursday, and you're asking, well, this is Friday, so why are we doing this? Well, it just so happened that I couldn't get the Thursday video up in time. So we're going to do a Friday one today, but from here on out, every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to do a little solo episode with myself, talking about kind of the things that are going on and how I'm working through my week. There's a couple things that I have going on that I really want to make you aware of so that you can support the podcast or share it or things like that. Because if it brings you value, I really would like to grow it. I'm kind of pushing harder towards growing the podcast because I really believe in it. I really enjoy it, and it's what I want to do. So after reading a few books and things like that I've been reading lately, one of the ones I read was the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, which really says, put 10 times your effort into the goal that you're trying to achieve, and that's how you're going to achieve it. Set your goals higher than normal, which I really believe in. So there's a couple things that I'm going to do, and I'll put these in the show notes. One thing that I did is I started a Patreon account. So if you want to support the podcast, you can by clicking a donation. There's different tiers of things that you can get. And I'm open to suggestions of other things that you might want, but I'm going to start making some stickers. And for the highest tier, you can get a hat. I don't know if you do watch the live show, you'll see I have my WT logo, which is, people think it's a 27, but it's really my really fast WT. So I've always written my signature like that. I really like it. I think it's kind of cool. But if you want to really think about it, check out what the number 27 is, the meaning of number 27, and you'll find that it's pretty cool, interesting as well. Also, I'm starting a weekly email newsletter, which again, I'll put that link in the show notes so you can do that. But this will come with motivational videos, and I can update you on episodes when a new podcast episode comes out, and you can get right on there and listen to it. It'd really help if you could help by liking and reviewing and giving us five-star rating to the podcast wherever you listen to it. Help me grow it, help me get the numbers up so that I can reach more people. And this in turn will help me to get bigger guests, more people that are willing to be interviewed and things like that. Also with the Patreon, one of the reasons why I'm doing that is so that I can get a little bit better equipment to create this better sounding quality podcast and things like that. So I'm sponsored by Aggressive. They do a great job with my Saturday live show. This one's kind of like a solo part of it, so you're not going to hear the ads and things like that on this one other than me talking about the things that I'm doing. And so with that being said, it is Red Friday. I've got my red on. If you have paid attention to me to a while, it's kind of my confidence color day. I'm confident every single day, but red is the day where I like to close every deal that I have all day, every day. And it's pretty cool. Just kind of my thing to get me going. But I wanted to talk a little bit. Tomorrow's guest is going to be Dave Conrey. And Dave is an artist. And it's kind of fitting that a couple days ago, Dave posted something that's been kind of sticking with me. And he talked about hater math. And hater math is kind of this thing that he deemed as thinking about how comments that people make to you about what you're doing and how you take them. And so I have always been kind of a negative person. If you know me and you've listened to me for a while, you'll know that I've always looked at things as they're bad until something good happens. And I've recently switched that kind of thought process to the fact that it wasn't making me feel any better about myself by being negative about everything. And I started thinking about all the things and comparing myself to other people and comparing what I was doing to what people thought. And it really set me free when I realized that it doesn't matter what other people think, because with this hater math, if you think about it, because I've gotten so many positive comments about the podcast, about the videos that I do, about all those things. And so if I weighed it out on a scale and I thought about it, if I had 100 great comments about, hey, good job, do this, blah, 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 like all that good stuff, and then I got one bad comment, hey, you suck, or this isn't great, what are you doing? I would let that one comment outweigh the 100 good ones. So if you put a weight on it and say one comment's one good comment is 1 pound and one bad comment is 1 pound, you got 100 pounds versus 1 pound, right? Which one weighs more? Which one should you put more of your value in and your heart into? And be, your positivity. So I've got 100 positive, I got 1 negative, and we always give that 1 negative comment more weight than we give those 100 positive comments. And so I encourage you to think about that and try and realize that those positive comments are the ones that you need to listen to and bank on and think about, because the negative one, if you let that one negative one get to you, it could ruin your whole day. And that goes with anything in life. You do one bad thing, but you do 100 good things. The one bad thing always outweighs, and that's because this country, this world, not this country, this world sells negativity. If you look on news channels and you look at things like that, every story you see is negative, and that's what we bank on, is the negatives. But there's so many positive things going on in this world right now, and we need to decide that we're going to put it into the positive part of that. So those are the type of things that I think about on a daily basis, trying to make myself better. And I encourage you to do the same, because it doesn't feel good to be thinking negatively about everything. Think about all the positive things. And this could be as simple as a guy that I listen to, Andrew Bird, talks about how bills are always a negative thing and how they bring you this negative thought process. But if you really think about what a bill does for you, it's providing you a service. So, my car payment is negative, right? I owe money, I got to pay, but it also provides me a way to get where I need to go, right? Without that, I'd be walking everywhere. I probably wouldn't be very happy, or I just wouldn't go. And so think about it that way. Your power bill costs you money, but it provides you heat and cooling and warmth and things like that you need. Your food bill, same thing. It provides you nourishment. So if you think about that way, it makes things, it seem different in a different light. And don't bank on that negative stuff. Think about the positive things that it brings you, and you're going to be better off. You're going to be happier. So anyway, that's kind of how that hater math thing works out. I don't really agree 100% with Dave and about that. I don't agree that your negative should outweigh your positive. The hard part is it's between your ears. It's in your mind of how you agree with that, how you make that work out in your mind. So you have to flip that switch in order to change the way that you feel about that. So that's pretty much it. If you want to check it out, on tomorrow at 1:00, my interview with Dave will be great. Dave is, like I said, he's an artist out of Long Beach, and not only is he an artist, but he talks about these things that, help him through the same process, and it's really authentic, and that's what I like about Dave. Last week's guest, Shane Lakita, had Dave on before I did. I've been thinking about getting Dave for a while, but I just hadn't pulled the trigger on it. And so, Shane is Liquid Shane O 1973. If you haven't checked out his podcast, it's awesome. He's talked a couple times about, the last 2 episodes I've listened to were actually about my podcast that I had with him, which got him thinking. And he's, it's similar to mine. But he has this golden voice, and he just talks about life in general and how it has affected him. So anyway, those are great things that can help you if you're looking for a little positivity in your life. I suggest that you check out the podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, it's on iHeartRadio. It's anywhere you can find podcasts. It's called Shaping Success with Wes Tankersley. I've had some really good guests. I'm currently working on getting next week's guest. But, if you have someone you want to listen to, I'm not afraid to reach out to them. Or if you're interested in talking about how you've been successful and the things that you have done, reach out to me. Again, I'll put my link to my email, to my Patreon, in my bio and also in the show notes. Anywhere you can follow me, I'm at wes.tankersley on Instagram, Facebook. You can find me anywhere, LinkedIn, TikTok, all those places. But I am looking forward to doing more of these episodes and hearing from you. Please sign up for my weekly newsletter. That's something that I want to get going and offer you some value, let you know kind of what I'm doing, and give you a weekly update, maybe some positive motivational videos. So anyway, I hope you have a great Friday and check out tomorrow's episode of Shaping Success.